Don't expand this. If not, you'll be having a whole lot to work with. Welcome back to my channel. So we have this to solve. The first thing is we should try to break this down as much as we can. Now, looking at these denominators, 5 and 5, I know that if I multiply this side by 25, I will cancel out these denominators, right? So let's multiply both sides. By 25. Okay, so now we have 25 multiplied by x plus 4, x plus 5, x plus 4 over 5, x minus 1 over 5 is equal to 4 multiplied by 25 as well. Now I'm going to distribute this 25 to 5 and 5, okay? So I will have x plus 4, x plus 5, then 5 multiplied by x plus 4 over 5, then the remaining 5, right, multiplied by x minus 1 over 5 is equal to 100. Nice. All right. So we're going to open this bracket and open this bracket as well. X plus 4, x plus 5. 5 times x is 5x. 5 times plus 5 multiplied by 4 over 5, right? That is it for this. Then for this we have 5 times x, 5x, minus 5 multiplied by 1 over 5 is equal to 100. Now if you look at this place we cancel this we cancel this. So inside these brackets we have x plus 4, x plus 5, 5x plus 4, 5x minus 1 is equal to 100. All right, looking at what we have, let us multiply this, and then multiply this one and this one, okay? So we are going to have x plus 4 multiplied by 5x plus 4. And we are going to have 5x minus 1 multiplied by x plus 5 is equal to 100. Okay? Now at this point, we can open the brackets. Yes. So if we do that, we have x times 5x is 5x squared. X times 4 is plus 4x. 4 times 5x is 20x. And 4 times 4 is 16. We are done with the first bracket. Then the second bracket, 5x times x is 5x squared. 5x times 5 plus 25x. Minus 1 times x minus x. Minus 1 times plus 5 minus 5. Okay, is equal to 100. Now, at this point, I want us to look at this very well. You notice that, okay, let's bring this together, first of all. So, I'll be clearing this. So if this is the first time you are coming across this channel, please click the subscription button, turn on the notification bell. Yes, so that you don't miss our videos. We upload our videos as often as possible. Tune in at your convenience to watch our new uploads. Give us a thumbs up if you love what we are doing. Thank you. So at this point now, let us write this well. So we have 5x squared plus 4x plus 20x is plus 24x. Plus 16 multiplied by 5x squared plus 25x minus x, 24x minus 5 equals 100. Now, if you look at this particular equation, this particular brackets, you notice that they both share 5x squared plus 24x, 5x squared plus 24x. All right. Now, we continue. But before that, always try to engage in my video, right? Tell me what you feel about what I'm doing. I'll also give you a shout out to that regards, depending on what you told me and what my response is to that. All right. Okay. Now we have this in common, so we can say let's permit me to be like this. I'm actually right-handed. Okay. So let's 5x squared plus 24x be equal to y. So if we do that, that means we have y plus 16 here, multiplied by y minus 5 here, is equal to 100. Now, let's open this bracket, right? Y times y is y squared. Y times minus 5 is minus 5y. Plus 16 times y is plus 16y. And plus 16 times minus 5 is minus 80. Is equal to 100. Now, let's bring this in. Y squared minus 5y plus 16y minus 80 minus 100 is equal to 0. So if we write this well, we will have y squared minus 5y plus 16y minus 180 is equal to 0. Now, y squared minus 5y plus 16y is 11y, right? So we are going to have y squared plus 11y minus 180 is equal to 0. So we are going to factorize now, if possible, trying to see that this mic is still on. Okay, so we have y squared plus, let's call this 20y minus 9y, because 20 minus 9 is 11, right? Minus 180 is equal to 0. Now let's group them. Between this and this, we have y in common. Y squared divided by y is y. 20y divided by y is 20. Minus 9. Minus 9y divided by minus 9 will give you y. Minus 180 divided by minus 9 will give you plus 20 is equal to 0. So they share this and this. Alright? So we bring one of them out and multiply by y minus 9 equals 0. Nice one. Now, at this point, okay, at this point, one thing you should know is that when you have two brackets in this way, it means that each of them is equal to 0, right? So we can say y plus 20 is equal to 0 and y minus 9 is equal to 0 as well. Okay, so we continue. Now recall that y is equal to 5x squared plus 24x. Okay, so if we substitute that into these two equations, we are going to have, for this one, you are going to have 5x squared plus 24x plus 20 is equal to 0. Now, we are going to solve this using the quadratic equation formula. Yes, that states that x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac, everything divided by 2a. So that means we are going to have x is, a here is the coefficient of x squared. Let me stand here again. A is the coefficient of x squared, which is 5. B is 24, and c is 20. So if we substitute here, we have x is equal to minus 24 plus or minus square root of 24 squared minus 4 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 20. Everything divided by 2 multiplied by 5. Now, we continue. So it's still remaining y minus 9 equals 0. So let me write it somewhere. Okay. Now, we have x is equal to minus 24 plus or minus square root of, now 24 squared, we are going to use a matrix for that. 4 squared is 16, 2 squared is 04. 2 times 4 is 8, 8 times 2 is 16. So we add 675. So it's going to be 576. If you're wondering how I got that, I have a lot of matrix on my shorts. So do well to check my short videos for that. So we have 576. Hope that is what we got, because I've forgotten now. So please, yeah, that is how fast I can forget things sometimes. 4 squared, 16, 2 squared, 04. 2 times 4, 8 times 2 is 16. Yeah, 576. I'm right. Okay. Minus. Now, 4 times 5 is 20. 20 times 20 is 400. Divided by 10. So we have x is minus 24 plus or minus square root of 176 divided by 10. So our x is minus 24 plus or minus, you can see that 1 plus 6 will give us 7, right? And that means that this is what? A multiple of 11. So what could that be? Now, it has to be 16 times 11, right? So it is square root of 16 multiplied by 11 divided by 10. So we have x equals minus 24 plus or minus square root of 16 is 4 root 11 divided by 10. So hope you are actually enjoying this. Hope you are enjoying this. All right. So now we have, I don't want anything to happen to my marker. So now we have, let's factorize something out from here. Let's factorize 2 out. So we have 2 brackets minus 12 plus or minus 2 root 7 divided by 10. That is our x. Now 2 will divide this to give us 5. So we can still bring out 2 from here, but first we have x is minus 12 plus or minus 2 root 11 divided by 5. Now we can still bring out 2 from both sides. So we have x equals 2 brackets minus 6 plus or minus root 11 divided by 5. So moving forward, we can actually have our x to be equal to 2 over 5 brackets minus 6 plus or minus root 11. So that is our x1 and x2. Okay, remember that we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4x, that is x to the power of 4. That means that we are going to have 4 values of our x. So this is x1 and x2. Now, let us find the remaining values of x. If you look at the second one, we have that y minus 9 equals 0, and y is this. So we have 5x squared plus 24x minus 9 equals 0. Now, we are going to use the quadratic equation formula again. So to do that, we have our a is 5, our b is 24, our c is minus 9. So we're going to have x is equal to minus 24 plus or minus the square root of 24 squared minus 4ac, that is minus this and minus 9, right? Divided by 2a, that is 2 multiplied by 5. So we're going to have x is equal to minus 24 plus or minus square root of, we got this 576, right? 576 minus is already plus. 4 times 5 is 20. 20 times 9 is 1a. Now, x is equal to minus 24. Oh, sorry. Everything divided by 2 times 5, which is 10. So we have x equals minus 24 plus or minus square root of 6, 5, carry 1, 7 divided by 10. Okay, now looking at 756, I can actually say this is the two numbers that will multiply. So to simplify that, simplify the surd, what I'm going to do is I'll use my method. So I'll draw a line and I have 756. So we go into this to give us 3, 7, 8. So we go into to give us 1, 8, 9. 3 we go into this to give us 6, 3. 3 we go again to give us 2, 1. 3 we go to give us 7, and 7 we go to give us 1. Now to pick out what will be here, I'll be picking my double since this is square root. So I have 4, I have 9. 3 and 7 cannot be doubled again. So we have minus 24 plus or minus square root of, so this means 4 times 4 is 36. The 36 we serve as our perfect square. So we have 36 times 3 times 7, which is 21. So we have 36 multiplied by 21 divided by 10. Now our x will be minus 24 plus or minus square root of 36 is 6 root 21 all over 10. So simplifying this further, we will have x, 3 and 4, the third and the fourth value of our x will be equal to minus 24. Okay, now I can factorize 2 from here. 2 bracket minus 12 plus or minus 3 root 21, right? Divided by 10. Now until we go into this, we have 5. 2 can actually come out from here again. So we have 2 brackets minus 12 divided by 2 is minus 6 plus or minus, what did I do? There won't be any other 2, right? Yeah, no 2 again. So what we actually have is 3. Yeah, so 3 we go into this to give us 3 brackets minus 4 plus or minus root 21 divided by 5. So this becomes the second and the third value of our x. Thanks for watching and see you in my next video.